ECLECTICKA. I am Michael7 Michael. And we've got CC, the Greek Geek. We've got Charles, a.k.a. that vegan guy. The ninja.
The plant eater.
Forgot his name.
And we got Drew. Probably going to act up this show like any other show.
I act up every show.
But that's what he does. All right, guys.
Angry black nerd.
There's a lot of stuff going on. And we spoke about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff coming out. A lot of stuff not coming out. But where should we begin? I think we should go with the classics today. They keep talking about the remake of Escape from New York. And I want to know what you guys think about it. Should they even bother doing this? Is it too old for anyone to remember? What?
Some of the other stuff. Snake Plissken? As a kid who was a kid in the 90s, it was that movie that I saw, and I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, it's an action movie, and there's cuss words and grimy-looking people in it, and I just kind of let it do its thing. It exists. Mm-hmm. And it didn't really affect me either way. So when it comes to this particular reboot, I'm sure, because there's fandoms for everything, there are people that are crying woe and outrage right now over the fact that they're trying to reboot something where I feel like the majority of the actors are still alive. So, again, this falls into that whole odd territory of rebooting something that I still feel is fairly, not new, but still in people's minds, I think, perhaps. Because there was another one that came out before the one with Kurt Russell, was that one?
Escape from LA, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's like dystopian films, we have those after Mad Max. Mm-hmm. I'm like, is that what they're going to go for, style-wise? Let's make a really souped-up, artsy type of like stylized version of this movie, which was a lot more tongue-in-cheek from what I'm recalling. Right. So I don't know. I'm kind of like on the fence right now. I can't have a stance either way for it.
I don't know. Yeah, I just think that the movies that deserve reboots and remakes really don't get it, and the ones that, like you said, you were just like, well, is it really going to matter? Mm-hmm. Or the ones they seem to really push forward on. I could care less if that movie got made or not.
Yeah.
Or then if they do make it, it's like, Ghost in the Shell, where it's like, dude, you had one job,
Visually, Ghost in the Shell does look good. I thought a kind of a trippy take on a remake would be Kubrick's Clockwork Orange. I just feel like that film could be done better now. Because the old one with, oh my God, when did that come out, guys? Was it 60, 70 something?
Yeah, it's gone back.
That one, I feel, was trying way too hard with its style. It had that really odd psychedelic thing where you had like the woman-shaped chairs, and the Corova milk bar had all those wonky colors, and I don't know. It always just struck me as a little bit corny. Like, I felt that Kubrick was trying just a bit too hard with that one. If you gave that to someone like Danny Boyle now, mm-hmm. or like maybe even David Fincher, who's like really good at telling bleak stories, that would be fierce. People would be so pissed. But I'm like, that would still be pretty bomb, though. A new Clockwork Orange done now. I think that could be done really well.
Did any of you guys see How to Train a Dragon?
I saw it.
Yeah, with oh my God, Hiccup. Yeah, I love that movie.
There was two of them, right? There was
two. So
they made at least two. Yeah, I didn't see the second one. The first one I did enjoy, though.
They're working on the third. They just haven't found a really strong story yet.
Really?
Yeah. Or they just haven't figured out things in their own house. It's going to make its money back. It's like a staple kids franchise. It has enjoyable bits in it. And it's more toys. That's straight up more toys. Toothless and Hiccup, like, they're straight up just market gold. So, and they have like all the other dragons now too. There's like a posse of them. So they'll keep making those until the
toy collection, man.
Yeah.
True.
Now, speaking of movies that just keep coming back and not going away, Charles, you said you just saw, what was it, Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Ooh.
How was that?
They should have just left it alone. Really. I mean, it was good for little kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's really about it. I mean, it was like the Breakfast Club meets Chronicle, smashing Power Rangers.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This one sounds a little divisive, though, because people that I know who have seen it thus far, they are either disappointed or they really enjoyed it. Admittedly, I'm walking in completely biased because Power Rangers was my life when I was a kid.
I didn't
life when I was a kid. I still love Power Rangers. I'll watch it to this day. never grew up. So it's like, I'm ready to walk in and enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
I think Bryan Cranston as Zordon is something that anyone, you don't even have to know about Power Rangers. And I think Bryan Cranston and, oh my God, what's the other girl that plays Rita in this one? Because she's such a weird actress. But, like, it just has that appeal that even people who weren't into the original series could enjoy. So I'm definitely, I haven't seen it yet. Unfortunately, I was in Vegas and not myself, of course. But, yeah, when I go see it, I'll definitely come back and give you guys my little post-film thoughts on that one.
Sure.
I don't know.
With open arms at this point.
Fight choreography was, honestly, it wasn't better than.
Don't you
Don't
even
say
fight choreography.
It wasn't.
Don't throw that around.
Honestly, I thought the TV show stuff was better. I'm just being.
Don't you even come at me with the word choreography after that. You see my face twitch? I just went.
Hey, you guys, I'm a trained fighter, so I look at that stuff. Okay? I took martial arts and stuff, so it stands out. It's like, if you're going to do it. Don't just half step. You know? If you're going to bring it all the way, bring it all the way.
Well, you're going to walk. I know what you mean, Charles. I did Muay Thai like on and off for like 5 years. Yeah. So it's like I don't want to call myself a martial artist, but as someone
But you know.
It's like you have an eye for those things.
Yeah.
So when you watch it and you see people do something that kind of just doesn't look right, it's like, whatever. I can't ignore that bit, but all right.
It's just like Seven. If you went and you saw musicians play, I'm a musician too, and you hear people hitting the wrong notes, or they're playing their guitar out of tune, you're like, dude, people, that sounds so good. I'm like, now tune your guitar before you start playing it. You know what I mean? So you see certain things and hear certain things. Right. Like I said, kids are gonna love it. Kids are gonna. I mean, it had some decent parts, but it wasn't enough parts for me to be like, hey, man, let's go ahead and shoot another one. Or I would go.
It was, you could tell the fact that, well, I guess this is a typical thing in the industry, but the fact that we saw all the toys laid out in front of us before the movie even came out. I've seen more of the toys than I have the actual film footage. So that's like, I just couldn't escape any of that stuff. I go to Target or Ralph's or whatever, and I see like the toys laid out, and I'm like, this is just this is the advertising machine at work. Oh, boy.
The machine for Disney does not stop. And they're going full steam ahead with the new Pirates movie. Johnny Depp is coming again. I mean, I don't know how much money they paid this man, but they probably paid him a lot.
Dude. Born for that role, though.
They're paying him enough to where he can act in every movie the exact same way. That's what they're paying him.
Wow.
I don't know. I liked the first three. My whole initiation in the Pirates films was kind of weird. I saw the second one first. I had no interest in them when they first came out. Saw the second one hit theaters. That cliffhanger ending where Jack gets eaten by the Kraken or whatever. And I'm like, wait, this actually had some pretty dope-ass parts to it. And Davy Jones was like one of the most fascinating-looking villains I've ever seen in my life. He was just so rad-looking with his Cthulhu beard. And so I went back and watched the other. And then the third one came out, and I was just like, that had parts that I did enjoy, but there are parts that just kind of really go over the top with the whole wedding ceremony thing. And the I can get the idea of Krakens and, like, pirate ships that are going and battling in a giant vortex and shooting off rounds and cannonade and stuff. I can get with all that stuff. Where you have suspension of disbelief broken for me is when they have the wedding reception as they're fighting through all this crap. And I'm just like, no, you kind of lost me, movie. I'm out of it now.
They always do that.
I'm out of it, guys. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
My thing with the pirate movies is that they had a lot of bits that worked in the past, and they couldn't let it go. Like, they just had to, hey, you did this in number 2. Hey, you did this in number 3. I mean,
Disney's famous for that, though.
Repetitiveness. Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then I think they overshot themselves with the 4th, because I didn't see it, but everyone that I know who loved the freaking pirate movies, they were like, yeah, that was trash. And now they're going again, which the look is there. What is going to be more of the stuff that we saw from the first 3, or is this going to be just more of the stuff of the afterthoughts, the afterbirth, I guess, of the 4th movie? Which I'm just like, I think I might skip this one too. Then the villain looks cool.
Yeah.
With the guy, what's the actor's name? He's really good. I really like him. He was in Skyfall. He was the main villain in Skyfall. Remember him?
Oh, that dude. I know you're talking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot this. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I want to say it's like Bourdain or something like that. He's a good actor. I really like him. He has a cool look, and he plays really good villains. Him in No Country for Old Men, he was just terrifying. So I don't know. I may go see it.
The thing that drives me crazy now, it seems like you got the big studios, even though they own most of the little ones, you know, that whole monopoly. Anyway, it's like they're not willing to take a risk. Now you get these independent people will do it, and they just seem like to stick with, hey, let's go rehash this, and this made good money. Let's bring this back. It's like they don't want to take any chance on anything.
A lot of studios don't.
Stay safe.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of companies, they stay safe and they deal with tentpoles, reboots, and just sequels to everything. It's
remastered
because people are very discerning about how much money they will spend on films nowadays. Movies aren't cheap; they're like between $15 and $20 per ticket.
Right.
So a lot of people, like we say this all the time: save your money, don't go. I'll buy a ticket. Yeah, I'll invest. We're making an investment with this company to go and watch their film. And they know that people are a lot more difficult to pitch now. So take things that work in the industry. All right, use the whoop, whoop, whoop that you see in every trailer ever. Let's use the Inception in the trailer and put that in everything and guarantee like that we hit all the beats that we see in the movies that other people like and just repeat that over and over again so that we can keep making films and we can keep this company afloat. It's more of a business than anything else. And unfortunately, it pertains to releasing the same type of film over and over again because people keep going to them.
Well, speaking of the business, Doctor Strange ends the domestic theatrical run on $232 million.
Wow.
Which is not, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but it definitely puts in perspective the success of Peele's movie at $130 million, like the first weekend.
Yeah, but look at what it did though. Like Doctor Strange got favorable reviews. Get Out got immense positive reviews, and it did it on. It wasn't the equivalent of like a Hollywood shoestring budget, but considering how much how much budget the movie had, made back, that's a freaking smash hit. That's like a solid A+.
Yeah,
right.
It's only what $4.5 million to make.
And he's supposed to be making
like that. Yeah,
$4.5 million to make.
Look at for like a 4, and let's add some let's add 2 million, so like round up to like 6 just for advertising and all that fly stuff. That plus what it got back, that's huge.
He's working on another one, Shauna?
Yeah, he's supposed to be working on more. It's gonna be like a series, and everyone is gonna be like a new. It's going to be like a different.
I don't want to hear that.
Form of oppression, I guess.
We said that after we saw it. Don't make
I know. We were joking, though. That's the thing. We were like, nah, there's no way. It's such a closed ending. Like, the only people that could do what they did died. So now, let's just take a wild guess into what they're going to do. We're going to find that there was another relative, right? There was someone else who was also involved with the whole process who lived in the town that we didn't see, right? He's going to start doing the same thing, and it's this whole cycle all over again. So I really hope...
Is it Chana, is it a part 2 or something totally different?
From my understanding, it's supposed to be more or less of a series, so like...
A series of stories, or...
Yeah,
okay,
so
that makes a big difference, Chana.
Yeah, so everyone is going to be like a new episode. So I guess it'll be different players involved.
They're going like a Hitchcock or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that's different.
LGBT version, you know what I mean?
You might be able to squeeze something. I still would just leave the F alone, but...
Well, no, I mean, if it's a different... I mean, if he's just doing a Hitchcock, which basically just means he's doing a whole bunch of different films, that none have anything to do with the other. That's the only thing you can do.
I don't like that term, make it Hitchcock, because Hitchcock didn't make a habit of repeating the same thing over and over again.
He did not.
Hitchcock never told the same story. Well, next to never.
He had a very distinct style.
So I don't like that term. I think we need to kind of rephrase that one, because that's not how Hitchcock worked at all.
Gonna do a Tarantino? I don't know.
Tarantino, that was more apt, even though he's a lot more tongue-in-cheek and like Grindhouse.
Yeah.
But, I think it's just something that doesn't... I'm with Charles on this one. It doesn't need to be touched. It's a great film as is. It says exactly what it wanted to say and the way that they wanted to say it. The actors were great. You can't replicate that and make that into something that... Oh my God, there's going to be parts 2 through 8 that are coming out over the course of the next 4 years. I'm like, no, dude.
Well, the problem... He probably lived with this for so many years, and this is why it was so amazing. The problem is, I'm so successful. Hollywood is beating down his door. Whatever you want to do, the problem with an endless budget and do anything you want to do is that you'll have an endless budget and do anything you want to do.
Yeah, lest we forget, there was a time when people called M. Night Shyamalan the next Steven Spielberg and Alfred Hitchcock. And what happened? Exactly what you just said. All the money, right? All the creativity and all the ego. So it's just like, this could go really bad.
When that budget goes up, the creativity goes down.
Yeah, it's like you're fed, so you don't have to care anymore. Like Metallica, they're no longer good because they're rich. They don't have to try anymore.
Good segue.
Ooh,
endless budget and can do anything.
See, you guys might catch me in half a lie with this part because all the stuff that I was just saying right now about how Hollywood is using the exact same formula over and over again and how it's stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
Justice League kind of did that same thing with this new trailer, but I liked it. I can't even lie. The new trailer for the Justice League film came out.
I want to watch it. I'm just like, I'm so done with trailers. I think if I watch one more, I'm going to
just get it over with.
It's like so cliche, but it's so awesome.
It's down to the sound off of each one of the characters. You got Batman, aka Bruce Wayne. You got Wonder Woman, who's Diana from freaking Themyscira. Right. You got Cyborg. They go down their roster, and it's necessary. They have to do that because it's a team film. Right. But they hit all the beats that you would think in an ensemble cast, where they even have the little joke at the end where Barry Allen is getting in the Batmobile and Bruce Wayne is sitting there and he's just like, so what's your power again? And then Batman just looks at him and he's just like, I'm rich. I'm like, so Hollywood, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So,
well, you know, we have a new trailer section on the site, so I'll put that up.
Check it out.
So people can find it right there. They don't have to search for anything that we're talking about.
All right, guys. All right, I'll be back. I'm going to go check it out.
Dun, 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 Adam Sandler just signed a 4-movie deal with Netflix, and it seems like everybody in Hollywood, Will Smith, Adam Sandler, Martin Scorsese, everyone's signing deals with Netflix now to do films. I think that's, it's such a change in the wind in reference to filmmaking these days.
Yeah.
It's not even about the theater anymore.
We said it. You can tell a better story. Yeah. You can tell a better story on Netflix than you can trying to cram your hacked up material, and I hate to say that, into a 2.5-hour movie.
No, here's the thing. He got a movie deal. He's not doing a series on Netflix.
Right.
Oh.
He's just doing a film.
Just a film.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's how it's an alternative way of getting your film made, and it's effective, and it gives you a stage, a plateau to tell your type of movie in the way that you want to tell it. And it's good. It gives people, like, you know, they're still hungry and trying to get into the industry, an alternate way of getting into it. Like, you have Lionsgate, you have all these other independent vectors for making your film. But if you want quality, there's an alternative, and I think that's rad. I still think that what was the other one? Oh my God, Children or Beasts of No Nation. That was, to me, the best movie, one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life, and that was a Netflix original film. It's like Daredevil is one of the best series of its type.
True, it is.
And you might have more creative creative power over your film when you do it that way instead of trying to battle.
Exactly.
In most cases, yeah, I feel so. I mean, there's going to be, I feel, when it comes to the dual studio thing where you have Disney and Marvel and Netflix involved, there's going to be hits and misses. Like, I think we've seen that between all the series. This doesn't even just pertain to how I set Iron Fist alight with how terrible it was.
Right.
But, like, Daredevil has parts that you can tell some of the execs were whispering in somebody's ear, make this happen in the series, please, because we need to plug the Avengers movies, so make sure you refer to it as the incident as opposed to the day that aliens fell out of the sky. Let's make sure that we reference Iron Man and Thor and all these other guys in this show to remind people that, hey, there are these movies out that you can go purchase right now. So all that stuff is there, but they can still tell an effective story. And in a lot of cases, I feel it adds to what you're watching.
True.
Like, one of the few good moments I had in Iron Fist was Madame Gao referencing the other characters from the good shows that we liked, that we watched, you know?
Yes. That's shade.
That's funny.
You know it's bad when the best part of your show is mentioning other shows.
Other shows? Yeah, that's
Oh, man, yeah.
Plugging other shows is the best part of your show.
That's nothing worse than people coming on your own show and whooping your ass. I said that.
Yep, pretty much. So I think Netflix is good though for that. Like they're a breath of fresh air to borrow an old adage. But yeah,
definitely.
Yep.
Wow.
So what else we got?
Wait a minute.
Mighty 7, take us to the next topic.
Where's my glasses?
There's my glasses.
Battleship?
Of course you get all blurry.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Channing Tatum and
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
They are going to, yes, Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Mr. Tatum, Channing Tatum, they came up with a very interesting formula. They said, hey, Disney made a lot of money. There's a musical. La La Land made a lot of money. Musical. But also, you know, Logan, R-rated, made a lot of money. Deadpool. So they're going to bring it together. And they're going to make an R-rated musical. Starring those two gentlemen. Very interesting.
I mean, wasn't that Chicago?
Oh, snap.
Chicago, which I still, to this day, I haven't seen that yet. Rent, I did see, well, I kind of saw Rent. Long story, we won't get into it. It's not fit for this show. But...
neither's Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, Moulin Rouge is kind of on the same tip. And then I was going to reference South Park, the movie. That was a musical.
Oh, my God, that was a musical.
They're not that hard with
Idlewild was a musical, and that was R-rated.
That was R-rated.
That was a good musical.
Sausage Party. It doesn't constitute a musical, but it has music segments in it. Sausage Party. Very much not a kids movie. But
not at all, man.
So
think you're kids.
I don't know. I typically, as a rule, I don't really mess with musicals all that much. There's like not even a handful of them that I really.
Well, maybe this one is for you.
I doubt it. With
this is you.
Gordon-Levitt and Channing Tatum in the mix, I won't be able to sit in the theater because there'll be just a bunch of teeny bop chicks in there. Oh my God, they're so cute. Oh my God, bagels. So I probably will pass.
All right. I got something for you, Drew. Here's a love situation that even you have to co-sign on. Come on.
Domino? Well, at least they're characters that I like.
True.
See, here's the thing about that, because I don't know if you've read the comics with them in it.
Right.
Deadpool and Domino, they flirt. They've kind of had an off and on thing in the comics.
Right.
It's never been like full blown, oh my God, I care about you so much. Oh my God. So they're fun together. That's what I'm filling all that down to. They're not, I don't take them serious as a couple. I don't take most couples serious in general, but I don't take them serious enough to be like, all right, they're going to hit all the normal beats that you see when you're obligatory.
That could work.
And doesn't he have a girlfriend?
But that could work, though. Because I think a lot of this whole lovey-dovey stuff in these darn superhero movies kind of ruin it. Because it's like they use that as like the main, okay, you gotta.
Premise,
yeah, man. I'm like, God, come on,
quit. It's a blower. It's so cheesy and played out.
Yeah, it feels forced in a lot of cases. My thing is this: I know on the show I'm known as like the surly, heartless one who doesn't believe in love and all that fly stuff.
You put that out there.
I know. I put that.
You said it, not us.
I wear that. Hey, I wear that badge. I'll wear it till the day I die. What the fact of the matter is that I've seen romance stories done really well. Jumping back to what you mentioned with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he made a really great romance film with Don John. I thought that was a great film. I love that.
That was a very interesting film.
It was a really different, interesting take because it wasn't just all. They actually critique how your standard garden variety romance film plays out. Right. Like, oh my God, what was another? Marla Singer and Tyler Durden in Fight Club. Great, because they're unconventional and they're weird and they're both flawed. Like the new movie that's come out with Amanda Steinberg and the other really pretty other dude that she's going to be, of course, too. Because his hair is just so perfect and coiffed and he's so pale and it must be love. But yeah, that movie, I don't care. I don't care that she's sick and that she meets some really cute boy that takes her out of her box. I don't care because it hits all the exact same notes. There are films that don't do that and there are films that totally do, which I don't mess with. So when I find that distinction, then I make my final decision. So Deadpool and Domino, I don't think they're going to try to play it so much like, oh my God, you should take these two so seriously. They're the Romeo and Juliet of the Marvel Universe. They're just going to come, they're going to do their thing. I hope they have good on-screen chemistry, and then there'll be like some really good jokey moments. In Deadpool, Marina Baccarin and Ryan Reynolds, they actually had some cool scenes. You like them on screen together in that movie. They're just fun.
Yeah.
Well, it happens sometimes with me. I'm not a complete Grinch all the time. Just 95%.
So Justice League comes out at the end of the year, right?
In June, I think. Yeah. I'm probably gonna go see it. I can't stop with those damn movies. Like it looks pretty cool.
And it's dead.
Pretty cool. And I do want to see what they're gonna do. There's this one shot with Cyborg is trying to shoot the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Charles! Like CC, if you guys haven't watched the trailer, please watch it tonight and then hit me up about it after the show, because it's like I need other people's input. I'm like, is this just me trying to give something a chance that I know is dead and will not work?
They better hit a grand slam.
They need to.
They're really going to be in freaking trouble.
I can't call it. I'm not expecting anything, but there are these little shreds in the tumult where I'm just like, all right, I see potential here. Zack Snyder, please don't make me a fool again. This will be the determining factor. If Justice League is bad, I'm saying it tonight, I will not go see any other movies if Justice League. I did shoot right here. If that's the case.
You can't, dude. It gets to a point where you're like, come on, you got these freaking great. You mess it up, nah. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
These great characters and it's like the blueprints are already there. You got the comics.
Everything
like,
is there.
How do you mess that up? You
got everything.
We've seen it mess up, but yeah.
Good job, dude.
That I think that's gonna cover it tonight. You guys
Man Gear is down.
Cool.
Man Gear is down.
Yep.
So, well, folks, check us out live next week. You're watching ECLECTICKA, and you can catch us out on cable. All the information is on 7network.com. Check out our Facebook. If you're watching us live, you already know where to watch us live, which is 7network.com. But if you're watching us on cable right now, you can go to 7network.com. And, I think I said that a couple times, scvnetwork.com. Because someone said I don't plug where to find stuff enough. So I said it like a lot of times.
You should do a little more. Yeah.
All right, Drew. Thank you very much, sir. CC.
Later.
And, of course, our man, Charles. I'm 7. You're watching ECLECTICKA. Thank you so much. Oh, we'll see you next time.
It's long.
Right.
Lord.
Even longer.
All right. Good night, everybody.